So the purpose of this short video is to show you how you can set up Google Scholar so that it will provide you with access to paywalled full-text content for which the Berklee Library has taken out an institutional subscription. This is pretty easy to do. Let's navigate over to Google Scholar. Here we are. Before I do the configuration, I'm just going to start by doing here the search that Joe shared with us in the recent Slack conversation, which was a virtual reality psychoacoustics. And here's the result list. You'll see that some of these results have access to full text here. Usually this freely available full text is some draft version of the paper prior to publication and not the official publisher version that appeared in the peer-reviewed journal. So let's now configure Google Scholar here to reflect the Berklee Library subscriptions. That's very easy to do. Just click here on this menu bar and look for settings. In my experience, the settings, this little gear wheel, appears in different ways on this drop down. Sometimes it's up here. Here in this particular case, it's down at the bottom of the list. Wherever you see it, click this little gear wheel for settings. And on the resulting screen, you want to go here and click on library links. In this resulting search bar, type in Berklee and hit search. And you should then see this screen. You want to click here, this checkbox for Berklee College of Music, full text access at Berklee, and then importantly, hit save. Now if we just go back and take a look at this just to double check, I'm going to go back to settings, I'm going to go to library links, there we go, our Berklee checkbox is appearing, and this is telling Google Scholar I'm affiliated with Berklee College of Music and can see whatever full text the library has in its electronic holdings. So let's go back to Google Scholar and we'll do Joe's search again, virtual reality, psychoacoustics. And now we will see appearing here this full text at Berklee link. And if I click this, because right now I'm at home and therefore off the Berklee network, I'm going to be required to put in my Berklee 1Pass and password in order to establish my affiliation with Berklee. If I was on campus and attached to the Berklee network, I would not see this login screen. But let me just enter my 1Pass and password and log in. So now I'm being authenticated against the Berklee authentication system and then passed on to the actual article, which you see here. And here's the link to the full text. I click this, up it comes. And here I could download this article, store it for later reading. I could print it out. I can email it to colleagues, etc. There are a couple of other results. Let's just go back, to Google Scholar, go to some of these other pages. Here's some more full text content. Again. So you'll see that it's not across the board, but there are definitely some articles here that are not freely available on the internet that you're able to get to. I'm going to click here to open this in a separate window, and it's a little bit convoluted, but if I click here, this should take me to, again, the full text of this article. Here's the link for the PDF, which I can download. And here it is. through a little bit of a convoluted path, as is often the case as you navigate over to the publisher's site. But if you're a Google Scholar user, this is a great thing to set up because it will expand the amount of full text content that you can access. Let's just try another search, like for example, something completely different. Leonard Bernstein, Trouble in Tahiti. And here, for example, is access to an article about this that appears in JSTOR that, again, we can have access to through the library subscriptions. If you have any questions about any of this, feel free to reach out to myself or Rachel Rome. Either of us can help you to get this set up if this is a useful access method for content. All right, that's it. Thanks.